So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are glad to have you here for this interview. So, with us right now, we have Mr. Sanchit. So, to begin with, could you please introduce yourself and explain your role at Lumber?
Okay, sure. Hi guys, I'm Sanchit. I'm a SD at a startup called Lumber. So I'm primarily a full stack developer, and my role is to maintain and architect software systems that can scale to multiple users. And I work on the front end for creating responsible and beautiful UIs for our users so that they can have a wonderful experience on our application.
So, can you briefly explain what Lumber does and how technology plays a role in the company?
Okay, so Lumber is a SaaS platform for mainly the construction industry of the US. So what we do specifically is the construction market of the United States is pretty fragmented, as you can say, and they have multiple different what you can say data points. So our job primarily is to standardize all that. Like we provide time tracking and payroll solutions to multiple companies which were struggling before due to unstructured payrolls and like various complex laws of the US. So our job is to make their life easier.
So, what are your daily responsibilities as a software development engineer?
Okay, so for my responsibilities, my first responsibilities are split between feature development and system maintenance. So on the back end, mostly spend my time in Java and Spring Boot writing APIs and architecting space systems that can be space scalable. So I work extensively with Postgres and also so I have recently switched to front end also. So my also responsibilities include working with the design teams and the other teams to create UIs and create feasible UIs such that we can make our see like the customer experience better.
So, according to you, what technical and soft skills are important for someone who wants to become a software development engineer?
Uh, Okay, so for the technical skills, I will say that you need to have a good amount of problem solving and critical thinking skills. So, like for the programming languages, syntax is easy, but the problem solving and critical thinking skills that you will have to build yourself. So now in the age of AI, the critical like the coding skills are I can say irrelevant, but the problem solving and critical thinking skills will always be helpful for that. For the soft skills, I'll say you'll need to have a good amount of communication skills because you will be working with multiple teams. Like you will be working with product managers, you will be working with designers, you will be working with the upper management to architect, like to create a good customer experience for the user. So working with these all these teams, you will require a good amount of like good amount of communication skills so that you can explain your tech like for a software developer for me you need to explain the technical aspects in a way that the non-technical people can understand, right?
I see.
So that is a very important skill to have.
So, what technologies, platforms, or tools do you usually use in your work?
Okay, so I specialize in Java and SQL for now, and also for the front end we use the React Native, and I specialize mostly in all these skills. uh, or for now we are slowly adapting to using AI in our workflows, day-to-day workflows. So we have been using Claude extensively. We have been creating multiple skills in Claude and using Claude to enhance our workflow and increase our productivity.
So, what are some common challenges faced by software engineers in the industry?
Yeah, so one of the challenges for the software engineers, I will say specifically, will be balancing speed with the code quality. Like, for example, in a startup, there is always pressure to build things quickly, right? So, but you also have to ensure that the code like code is well readable and can be maintained further. Like other people can understand the code. So that is I can say that one of the biggest challenge because if you want things fast, you will try to like do anything to make it work. But in the future, some other person will work on it, and then it will make that work like twice or thrice as complicated for that person. So I think that I can say is one of the challenge.
So many people think that coding is an individual task. How important is teamwork in software development?
Okay, so I don't think like coding is a single task. Coding is only one aspect of a software developer. You don't code all the time. Coding is like the last step of a software development life cycle. So there, like in a agile sprint, agile SDLC cycle. So what happens is like we get requirements, we get designs, we get designs, we communicate with all the teams. We then the process of coding starts, and after coding then there is another step of testing. So I'll say that teamwork is really important in that, and having the good communication skills and making yourself clear and the understanding the requirements is one of the most important things. Yeah.
So, yeah, how would you describe the corporate work culture for software engineers?
Okay, so for the corporate culture, it's mostly a goal in oriented environment. You will get a lot of learning. You will get a lot of ownership in your products, right? As I'm in a startup, I have been owning a lot of modules myself, but it also encourages innovation, right? So for my company, the culture is very collaborative. Like I said, I have ownership of a few modules myself, and we all support our peers. Like I help my juniors with their code. I am also a code reviewer for all these people. So and architecting the software for is a process which we collectively do. So for that, a corporate good work culture is really important.
So, how does the work of a software engineer contribute to the overall growth of the business?
Okay, so we contribute by building tools that directly improve the company's value proposition, right? So if I develop a more efficient way to process data in the backend, the platform becomes faster and more reliable. By automating the internal processes, we save the company time and resources, right? So all these things help the business allows the business to scale more effectively, and we have more products, more clients to sell to.
Yeah, so what current trends are influencing the software development industry?
Yeah. So like I said, AI and automation are really huge trends right now. We are seeing like a lot of AI-driven workflows being integrated to the standard applications to make them smarter, right? As you have seen, like every company is integrating AI in some sort of way, right?
Yeah.
So also there is a massive shift towards the cloud native development and serverless architecture, which allows companies to scale their infrastructure dynamically, like based on demand. So
Okay.
that are two things I will say that are really shaping the software industry in 2026.
So, what advice would you give to students or freshers who want to become software development engineers?
Okay, so for the students that are trying to become a software developer, I will say that you need to focus on your problem solving and critical thinking skills first, and start with the basics, right? So I think you will need to focus on you need to catch up on a single language first. Like for example, Java is a really good language to start with. So you will learn memory management, data structures, and once you have a strong foundation in that, then you can build on it and work on full stack applications. So projects are really important in this journey. Like projects will help you more than any YouTube video will. So creating projects is a really important thing.
Okay. So, what difference do you see between what students learn academically and what is expected in corporate work?
Okay, yeah. So that is a good question. Uh, Academic learning is often about finding the right answer to a specific problem, right? But in corporate, we there are often multiple answers. Like there can be 1,000 solutions to a single problem, and you have to choose the most. Like you have to choose one of them, which is the most scalable, and you can that is the most maintainable, right? By maintainable, I mean that it can be extended upon in the future. So corporate work also involves much higher degree of collaboration, like I said before. Like you aren't just writing code to just to pass the test. You have to make it such that it becomes easier for the humans in the future to maintain.
Okay. So software development can involve very tight deadlines, right? So how
Mhm.
do you handle pressure at work?
Okay, yeah. So handling pressure. So I think I handle pressure with clear communication and prioritization. Like if there are two things that have simultaneously come upon and they both are critical, but both are critical, I will ask my seniors so that I like that can I get a priority on these. So getting a priority will help you work on like focus on a single task first instead of like splitting into the like multitasking, which is worse and will reduce your productivity, right?
Yeah.
So like if I yeah, so that is the one thing, yeah. So when you prioritize, you can help your brain focus on one thing first, and once that is done, you can work on the other tasks.
So what do you enjoy the most about your role?
Okay, yeah, that is a good question. So being a software developer, I enjoy building and architecting and thinking about the products that I am building will be used by actual users, and that will solve actual actual problems of those users, right? So thinking of that aspect is a really good thing, and like making a requirement like just a piece of text into a working application like comes with a hit, right? Comes with a cake. So that is one thing that I enjoy.
Thank you for sharing your experience and insights. This interview sure helped us understand the role of software development engineer, the uh, yeah, so the corporate culture and everything, and the skills needed to succeed in this field.
Thank you, Alfred. I'm really thankful to give me this opportunity.